Hello and welcome.
Okay, it sounded better in my head than I thought it was going to. I'm gonna be honest. Hello and welcome. I am Zombie Kitty, and welcome to another reaction video. Things get out of the way. Today's video is going to be on a trailer reaction. I feel like I haven't done these in a really long time. I think the last one I did was either Christopher Robin or the first trailer for the Purge TV series. But today we're going to be reacting to a trailer called Spiral. Now, for most of you that probably doesn't mean anything, although I guess by now it probably would. At the time of recording, this trailer's just come out, but this won't be up for a couple of weeks yet. I have not seen this, but if you don't know what Spiral is, it is the new Saw film. Yay! I'll talk a bit more about it after the trailer, but we're just going to get straight into this. So, volume up. Here we go.
What do you got there?
Oh, it's just my wife, Emma. This is my son, Charlie.
Enjoy it while it lasts.
Well, last.
Nothing happier than the wife of a new detective.
Emma's cool, man. She's different. You don't know my wife.
You give a woman 600 Tuesdays. It ain't worth 3 Saturday nights.
How much money you got? How many?
Okay, this is different.
All available units, officer down.
Pray that you flop.
Detective Banks en route.
Okay. Here we go.
Whoever did this has another motive. They're targeting cops.
Ooh, okay. Oh, I can hear the Hello Zep music.
Someone's out there pulling all the strings.
Ooh, that's a new puppet.
You wanna play games, motherfucker?
Yeah! Ooh! From the book. Wait, what? Ooh. Okay. Okay. So, interesting opening. That looks really good, actually. It looks really interesting, and I think a lot of other people, because even though this is the first time I've seen the trailer, I have been looking at just other people's reactions, and it seems that other people are interested in this as well. Like, even people who probably gave up on the franchise a long time ago. This looks really interesting, and I remember when this got announced, like, oh, it's going to be a Saw film written by Chris Rock. Now, I know Chris Rock only from the Rush Hour films and Madagascar. So I was like, really? Are you sure about that? But then again, you know, at this point, I've learned that the guy who wrote Joker also did the Hangover films. Like, wrote and directed the Hangover films. So to be fair, like, anything kind of goes now. So it's really, really interesting, like, what pathways some people will take in the film industry and what you'll end up working on. Here's my overall thoughts on the Saw franchise. This is my favourite horror franchise. I feel like I've mentioned this before in a previous video, but Saw is my favourite horror franchise. I love these films, but at the same time, I get why people got bored of them. I think it was the third film or the fourth film where the gore level really went wee, and they really turned it up a notch. I personally like gory horror films, but I get why people got sick of that and were like, no, stay away. Jigsaw, I thought, for the most part, which was the last film, I thought was good for the most part, but it did go down a pathway that I wasn't happy with. Like, I thought it was building up to something that never happened. So while I enjoyed it, and while I thought it was good for the most part, there were things that did annoy me. I'm hoping this will take things in a new direction. There's a couple of things I'm hoping won't happen, and I've got a bit of a problem with this trailer already. So, firstly, I'm hoping that Tobin Bell, who's played Jigsaw since the beginning, he's played the Jigsaw killer, I'm hoping he won't appear. Because one of the things I didn't like about Jigsaw, okay, spoiler warning, even though I'll put up actually on a text just saying spoilers while I talk about this, and then once I'm finished that will disappear. So even though it's been out for a couple of years, the ending for Jigsaw was that the traps we were seeing had already happened years ago. So because the Jigsaw killer ends up appearing at the end of that, and I was like, oh come on, like he's been dead since the third film. But it turns out that the traps that had been happening had already happened years before, and actually this was like one of his first ones, which firstly doesn't make sense in terms of plot and character development, but also it wasn't where I wanted the franchise to go, or the film to go, and actually it's something that's already been done better in the second film, so don't try and repeat it. But I'm hoping like this takes things in a new direction. So yeah, I'm hoping Tobin Bell, it doesn't appear in this. Even in flashbacks, like I'm kind of done with the flashback thing. Even though this is not a reboot, this is a continuation from the original series. Which again, I'm fine with, as long as you have like a couple of flashbacks just to say like, just to refresh people's memories of like, okay, this is why this city has a horrible past. Because I don't know how well Jigsaw did, like I don't know how successful it was, but especially over here there weren't that many showings for it. So we just refresh people's memory of it. The other thing I don't like about this trailer is that it's shown that Chris Rock, who plays one of the detectives, does end up in a trap. Now whether that just ends up as a dream sequence or a flashback or whatever, I mean chances are it probably will do, but the fact is they've shown probably they've shown a big moment in the teaser trailer, and I don't like that. Like, don't do that. I get why you've done it, because you have to show some of the traps in a Saw film, but I don't think you should have shown that one. Like there was a really short clip, like for a second, of someone else in a trap. Like, just do that. Just go with that. Oh, I've realised what I'm doing. Just go with that and keep at that. Like, don't show a pivotal character or a main character in a trap. Like, that's not what you should have done. It seems to be going in, like, back to its roots. Like, this looks like, especially with the whole thing of like, oh, he's targeting like this new person is targeting the cops now. Like, it definitely seems that it's going to be from the police's perspective, which a lot of people seem to be doing now. The recent Grudge film, which by the way, sorry, don't see it, it's not good, but I did like the fact that that was again from the police's perspective. Like, that was interesting and something different, and this seems like it's going to be doing the same thing, which is very similar in a way to what the first Saw film and even the second one did. Like, even though obviously you were seeing things from what the victims were going through, like a lot of it was also from the policeman's perspective as well. So it does seem like they're going back to their original roots, which I am more than happy to do for them to do so. like, this franchise does need to kind of remember what it originally was. Like, originally it was a version of Seven, and even I can't remember who was in that, Gwyneth Paltrow and Brad Pitt. I think Morgan Freeman was in that as well. But a lot of people, from the Twitter reactions that I've seen on the trailer, a lot of people saying it does seem like it's another version of Seven, and it's like, yes, because the first film was that. The first film's like biggest influences was that film, so it makes sense that that's why it looks like that. But yeah, the other thing as well is that it's interesting this doesn't have a Halloween release. All of the other previous films have been released on Halloween weekend or around that time. And they've always made a big thing of it in the promotion, like Halloween belongs to Saw, like, you know, it's Halloween when a Saw film comes out and stuff like that. So they've always made it like a big event type thing. But what's weird about this one, it's being released on the 15th of May. Which firstly, it's not that long. Like, it's not that long now. It's the 5th of February now. That's not very long. What, 3 months from now? 3 and a bit months from now? So, but it's also a bit confusing as to why that's getting, well, it's technically a summer release. I don't really know why. That is a bit weird. Yeah, I don't know. Maybe they couldn't get a Halloween slot for this year. I don't know. But yeah, this whole thing just seems to have sprung up suddenly. Like, it is weird because I remember it getting announced and then they said they were going to film it, I think within a year of announcing it, and then literally like a few months later they were like, yeah, we're on day 1 of filming. I was like, oh, okay then. And then suddenly, like, this just came out of nowhere. Oh, actually, no, yesterday someone leaked it. So I feel like they were forced to release this properly because I don't know. But it does seem like everything was just suddenly sprung up. I have nothing else to say. I kind of feel like I was rambling, to be honest, with the last bit. I'm going to leave this video here. Thank you all for watching. I will get back onto the Twitch channel soon. I haven't done that for a really long time. By the time you, to be fair, by the time you see this, I would have already done a live stream on Heist of Markiplier. So I do apologise that everything's so late. This did just, because this came out when I'm already editing a few other things for the channel. So it did kind of suddenly spring up. So, whoops. So I do apologise that this is late. The trailer would have already been out for a week or so, a couple of weeks, by the time this is up. So I do apologise that this is late. It did kind of spring up while I was in the middle of doing other things for the channel. But I've reacted to it now. I'm really looking forward to this film. Thank you all for watching, and I will see you all soon. Bye!